be sure to head to flipsidegaming.com and use promo code 6 for 10% off on orders over $10. It's a good deal and it helps with the show. Today's video is also brought to you by my Death and Taxes historic Reddit post. Once again, I'm plugging that post because by the time this video goes up, hopefully, I will be updating that Death and Taxes historic primer with my thoughts on the cards from Ikoria. So if you like Death and Taxes and or historic, check it out. It means a lot to me. What is up, Planeswalker Sterek 6 back with some more Magic the Gathering Arena? And you might be saying, Justin, it's midnight. What are you doing? Well, today is Wildcard Fridays, but instead of playing another game for Wildcard Fridays, considering this is, you know, a new set release, I decided I'm going to play Bolas. So yes, technically Bolas is a Wednesday deck, but I'm playing Historic Bolas, and I want to get a little bit of feedback from all of you before Wednesday's video. I understand that sounds stupid, considering this is still a normal video. Shut up. It's my channel, I do what I want. So, we have made a couple of changes that were very similar to the changes that we made in the standard version. Goodness, I'm just so burpy. The main one being the addition of Shark Typhoon. As I said in that video, I'll say again here, Shark Typhoon is fantastic with Fires of Invention, not only because, well, one, we can cycle when Fires of Invention is out at instant speed and still have a threat and or blocker, but two, if we cast a Shark Typhoon, we just get to cast two big things in a single turn instead of one, which is always nice. Now, I should note, this deck has more... This deck doesn't have more creatures. What am I talking about? This deck only has 5 creatures. For some reason, I thought this deck had more, but I keep forgetting Fave Wishes exists because that card's garbage in comparison with Mastermind's Acquisition. It's, like, just better in, like, every way. I also added Extinction Event. You might notice that there's one of these here. There's one of these and one of these, whereas in the standard version, it's, like, 2 and 2. The main reason for that is probably greed. I probably should have more mass removal in my historic decks, but I don't right now. I need to kind of get a better feel of what the aggro decks are in order for me to really appreciate the board wipes that I need. And of course we have Heartless Act in the main deck. I only have one right now. I want to see how good, or how often essentially I want this, potentially over this, but just in general, how often I'm playing this on turn 2 or turn 3 to stymie some super aggressive threats. In the sideboard, it's relatively similar. I put Grafdigger's Cage back in the deck, and I took out an Ugin. The main reason for that is because Grafdigger's Cage stops Garuda nonsense, and even though this is historic, I suspect that Companion is stupid enough, and I mean, we've seen it break out in pretty much every format that they're legal in, and cause a bit of a ruckus. So I assume I'm going to be coming up against at least one Garuda deck, if not today, then Wednesday, so I want to still be able to bring stuff for that. And then, of course, there's just the normal Ruinous Ultimation, Inspired Ultimatum. These are both just great cards. We bring in Ruinous, we blow up our opponent's stuff. We bring in Inspired, gain some life, destroy a single thing, get some card advantage. So, because Historic Q is no longer here, we're going to go to the traditional Historic Event. Sure. And so this is 11. I mean, what's nice is that you only need 2 wins in order to get your gold back. But what's frightening is that you can only get 2 losses. bit cutthroat, if I do say so myself. So yes, I really do hope you all check out my Reddit post, even if you checked it out the first time. You get to see my thoughts on the new cards. Monoceros. I feel like that's a reference to something. Mad respect for the sleeves, bruh. That's a good hand. We get Temple into Thought Erasure, so we really get to manipulate the top of our deck. Man, mad respect to the sleeves. Tranquil Thicket? Interesting. Alright, so we're going to be going up against a graveyard deck here. I don't think I want another acquisition. You know, give me a Fires of Invention and then we'll talk. So yeah, this is looking like it's going to be... Do not play this. Play this. This is looking like it's going to be some sort of frog deck. I forgot the damn dude's name. Interesting. So the disfigures pretty much aren't going to matter. They can get a blue source. Rejuvenator. Rejuvenator can whiff. Let's see, on 3. The thing is, I'm not playing anything on 3. Rejuvenator can whiff, and this straight draws them a card, so I think I'm going to get rid of that. I'll take it, I think. It gives me something to do. I just play Steam Vents, Thought Erase them. Might only get rid of a Disfigure, but, you know, Castle... Oh, right, they didn't need the blue. Still a bit odd, I feel, to just not get the blue, but... Alright, they didn't whiff. I get to see one additional card before next turn where I play a Bolas. I'll take the Rejuvenator, I suppose. Drowned Catacombs. Would give me sufficient black to go Bolas. Bolas. Always something to love. My opponent doesn't have double black, so they can't double kill my Bolas here. Deal a little bit of damage to me, that's fine. And Bolas. And next turn we'll play another Bolas. And this is one of the reasons that Historic Bolas is just better. Bolas into Bolas. They might get rid of the Vraska. Nope, they decide to go against go with this figure. They did that entirely so that they are closer to casting Uro. Risen Reef, sure. And put it in hand. All right. Cycle the Sandbar, sure. So they will be able to cast this next turn. And I believe that I'm fine with that. I think I want to just plus Bolas. And next turn I can even just play Shark Typhoon. Cool. I wouldn't be surprised if they get rid of the Elvish Rejuvenator. Yeah. Okay.
I outsmarted you eons ago.
I don't think they're going to have haste, and I don't need Bolas to be at 5 per se. So I want to, you know, start hitting their face as well. They're going to gain a little bit of life here. Bolas, I assume I'm going to kill this. Yeah, they're going to exile their stuff. So I guess this isn't going to be a frog deck. When I say frog, I mean, what the hell is the card's name? The Gitrog monster. Jeez.
A feeble effort.
I could just straight up cast Shark Typhoon. I think I will. We just dome this. We hold Bolas back. We play a Shark Typhoon. Yeah, and the next turn we can play Mastermind's Acquisition. Not only are we going to get a, excuse me. Oh, wait, fuck that. I could just flip my Bolas. I could have just attacked and then flipped my Bolas. You monster! Nah, I mean, that's fair. Sure. Sure. What do I want to get with my acquisition? I don't know. Grazer, sure. Oh, well, I have another acquisition. I can't play both. Maybe I get a Fires with the first one. Is that what I want? Get a shark, always nice. Ooh, what's my graveyard looking like? Only 4. Because I could get Azcanta. Yeah, fuck off. I'm gonna grab Azcanta, actually. 1, it gives me another shark. Always nice. And 2, it allows me to kind of dictate the top of my deck a little bit better. Next turn, I can acquisition for 4 mana Bolas if I'd like. My opponent can start spending a lot of mana to draw cards. I didn't have to do that in the main. Just figure that, sure. That's a graveyard. Unfortunate, but still, it's fine. I don't have a land destruction spell. I might just grab Chandra. Let's attack him for 4 first. I guess instead, I'll just get 4 mana Bolas and just play this. So now I got 3 4/4 flyers. I force them to discard whatever the hell this is. Nothing, essentially. They can do that, sure. But next turn, I can attack with all of these, flip my Bolas, get either Bolas back, frankly. They lost 2 life in order to save. Yeah, I guess that's fair. We're going to keep that on top because why not? We'll transform this because why not? We will attack for 12. Block and block. And yeah, I think I do want to flip Bolas. Go ahead and grab my Bolas. And then I'm going to go ahead and draw 2 cards.
You are all so generous.
Sure. That should be game. I technically could have used Thought Erasure there. Don't really see the need. So my opponent is just Sultai. Sultai mid. Like Sultai value. I definitely like the build of the deck. The issue, of course, is my opponent. You know what? I should have Thought Erasure. They would have been lethal. I'm not smart. I'm just not smart. Or maybe I was toying with them. Who knows? Cool. I won anyway. Okay, so they're doing... Oh, they're doing some stuff. They didn't really do any searching. Still like the idea of Unmoored Ego. All I saw was Uro as like an actual finisher. I assume they're still using Get Rug Monster, Nissa maybe. Cage is not worth it for just Uro. Ashiok might be fine. Chandra I don't hate. Yeah, but the thing with this matchup, so Cry the Carnarium. Like, Cry is great if there's a board like this, but otherwise, I don't think it's very good. Extinction Event. I mean, so far it's a lot of odds. So maybe I keep that in. Do I need Chandra to be in the main deck since I have Mastermind's Acquisition? I'm not sure I do. Plague doesn't really do anything. Contempt kind of gets rid of Uro. Permanent-like, but I don't think I need it. Heartless Act. Heartless Act doesn't seem great, so I might do that instead. Blood, there's an argument to be made for Blood Sun, but I mean, with a base like this, they're almost certainly running Field of the Dead, right? Are they running enough non-creature spells? I don't know. A lot of their deck is just lands. Maybe because of that, I just bring in Blood Sun regardless. Just remove that. Yeah, I think this is fine. Could be wrong, but I think this is fine. They have a lot of removal. They're going to be removing their disfigures, I assume. This hand is real slow. Yeah, I want to have a little bit more oomph to start off with. I said oomph, not oof. We're still going to keep it, though. I can't really justify going down any further. Wow, Field of the Dead. Who would have thought? But that being their starting off lands makes me wonder, like, what hand they've kept. Like, why wouldn't you start off with Temple of Malice if you have it, you know? Alright. If nothing else, I'll probably be able to do this on turn 4. Like, do this into this. Double Field is not exactly great for my opponent. Just because of the fact that they're gonna have a hard time casting multicolored spells. Does it hit or does it whiff? I assume it's gonna hit. I assume my opponent's deck is like 28 lands. I think 28 lands is a reasonable approximation. We're going to acquisition for 1, 2, 3. I do not have black for Bolas. I don't have double black for Bolas. Next turn, I can play Ashiok in case my Fires of Invention gets bounced. If I know they're playing Field of the Dead, is it worth it for me to just go grab Blood Moon? I don't think so. Or Blood Sun, sorry. I think with this hand, the thing I would want most is probably Chandra. There's an argument for Thought Distortion, but I think I'm just going to grab a Chandra. Because if they do get rid of this, then I can still just play Ashiok next turn. If they don't, then it's whatevs. And they can't. So yeah, my opponent kept a real risky hand. Nice. So we Sulfur Falls. We Unmoored Ego. And I could name Field of the Dead. I don't think it's worth doing. I'm just going to name Uro, I think. I could also name Maelstrom Pulse. Does Uro do anything, though? Like, I don't know what my opponent... I'm going to actually name Casualties of War. Yeah, one of the things that I want to do here is gather information, and I think I want to name Casualties of War. Casualties of War is one of the cards that, even though I didn't see, is one of the ones that's most likely to wreck my life. They don't have it, fair, but I do just kind of want to see what else is in their deck. So they do have access to Disdainful Stroke. So my Ashiok is probably going to get countered. And then next turn I can Shark Typhoon Chandra, which is nice. But yeah, I'm just kind of looking at what else they have. They have Nexus of Fate, monsters. Looks like only one Nexus. Good, that's fine. We're still going to just cast Ashiok. It's going to get counter? Sure. I forced them to use the counter. Oh no! I'm dumb. I am super dumb. I shouldn't have done that. Because seeing that they have a Yark in hand, I should have just waited, right? If I wait, then they have to decide between casting Yark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, they don't. I can't do math. No, they would have still been able to do it. So if I want, I could cycle Shark Typhoon for a 3/3. But I don't think I want to. Okay. That's tempting. Exile this. No, I'll take it.
Make this quick. I've got other things to burn.
I think I just -3 here. I don't get to kill these. But my opponent only has one card left. They'd lose all of these. And my Shark can block Yark. So I think I just -3 here. It deals 3 damage to this, but...
Or, you know.
Should be fine. Okay. So I kind of have to fade a draw here. Maelstrom Pulse would be frustrating. Murderous Rider would be frustrating. Sure. Extinction Event would be not half bad. But they just decide to sorcery speed draw. The Field of the Dead triggers. Not it, Chief. Although it does give me another shark. So, you know, you take what you can. Okay, so I have a bit more information. You know, Yark and Field of the Dead are their actual, like, main win conditions. So you get double triggers. Can double block Yark if need be. Get a bit of a scry, which is always nice. If I get a Mastermind's Acquisition, I probably just Ruinous Ultimatum. I'm not sure. Oh, keep going. Only 6 mana, what the fuck am I talking about? I wouldn't Ruinous Ultimatum. So now that's just rude. I was about to say. I'll take 6 to keep my shark around. Actually, I'm just dead on board, aren't I? Yeah, I'm just dead on board. Okay. I think they already saw Ashiok, though. So now I'm more inclined to bring in Heartless Act. I'm going first. Atris is nice, but I don't think I want it. I think I do want the main deck Virulent Plague. No. So I don't want that. That's fine. Yeah, I think this is fine. Yeah, let's go with this. We'll play first. Terrible hand, bro. Hand is okay, I suppose. Get rid of Shark Typhoon, I think. I can play this on turn 2, hold up a Heartless Act on an annoying creature. While I play Temple of Deceit. Alright, very helpful. So I'll be able to actually play Bedevil as well. I assume they take Bolas here. It's my only threat. Sure. Sure. No thanks. Gotta graveyard that. That's why. I needed lands. At least I can kill that. Do I choose this or do I choose Bedevil? I think I'm gonna choose this. Just get that shit out of my face, please. I will play Fires of Invention. It does mean I can't hold up Bedevil, but I don't think it matters all that much. This way, If I top deck a land... Yeah, then I can play this and this at the same time. Die, please. I'm not going to Castle Vantress. Get a little bit better choice on what I'm putting into play. Cavalier of Thorns, sure. Goodness me. Emails abound. That's good to know that it's Temple Stroke going away. Although it's possible to have its Temple Stroke in hand. So that is something to keep in mind. Yeah, I don't care about it. Unmoored Ego, you say? I've already killed 2 Yarks. But I could Unmoored Ego Field of the Dead. And it couldn't be, this couldn't be, who's it? So I think I'm just gonna name Field. They do have a stroke! Okay, so no more Field for them. The way they win, I think, is just via Cavalier Nexuuuuuuugh type things. But I think those are a little bit easier to deal with. Because they're not just, you know, lands. I want a -3 on that. Not really. I think I'm fine just plussing. Did I say play? Cast. Damn. But still. Again, Castle Vantress. Sure. It's Uro. They're still holding up Disable Stroke. Let's just yeet this back in their hand. Cool. No block. It's all lands! Wait. Why would you give that to me? I can only cast 2 for what it's worth. But, I mean, I could cast Agonizing Remorse Yarick. I'm not going to. I'm going to wait until she pluses one more time. Bay plus. Shut up. I wouldn't be able to do all of that at once. It pains me. It really does. Why did I do this? Sure. Yoink. Don't have to worry about that anymore. Then I plus this. So now I just have to worry about them drawing Murderous Rider, Maelstrom Pulse, any of those. Okay, so far so good. Yeah, I know I said it like that. Sure. Is it even worth it for me to get Yark? I don't actually know. I'm just exiling some of their stuff, which is always nice to see. They're gonna counterspell me. I'm looking for a Mastermind's Acquisition. As I said, I'm looking for a Mastermind's Acquisition. Not a Mastermind's Acquisition.
In exchange for eternal servitude. My schemes are never ending.
Can't kill both of my planeswalkers. Can mortally wound one, though. Cycling a Tranquil Thicket? Sure. All going at Ashiok, you say? We have 17 cards left. I cannot save Ashiok. That's fine.
Never forget my voice.
Okay. Interesting. Nostrum Pulse to kill that. Yeah, guess I should have blocked. Although... that's what I was waiting for.
Conceivable.
No. I do not want to. There we go. I only have 6. Shit. I only have 6 lands. Well, that's awkward. I could enter the God Eternals. I guess I could Kaya's Wrath. But then they just get dumb stuff back. Could get Atris. Atris wouldn't be half bad, to be honest. I think Atris gives us the most play here. Yeah. Not the best. I die next turn. I've only been through one Masterminds, haven't I? Yeah, I've only been through one Masterminds. They have one card that could be... And right now they don't have the mana for a Disdainful Stroke. Okay. Let's check this. Okay, acquisition. Okay, I can acquisition and Ruinous Ultimatum. Yeah, I think that's what I do. Like, they get to draw... Probably Yarick Disdainful Stroke? My thing is they're at 12 cards, right? Like, I feel like that's the way I'm winning this game. Just trying to make sure I'm not tripping. If there's not something better. I guess I could save Ruinous Ultimatum for some reason. They don't have any other non-permanents that matter. So let's see what they do. Yark. And Risen Reef, sure. So my thoughts here are that I'm hoping that they can't kill me by the time they mill themselves. And with Yark Risen Reef, they should mill themselves more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so they play Yark and then they play Risen Reef. They're going to get a lot of triggers. But not a lot of power on board. Okay, they have 6 cards left. Sure.
Will remake the multiverse in my image. Witness a mote of my power.
6 cards left. One cav, 2, 3, 3 cav. All right. Although honestly, cav is fine, right? Because that's not a May ability. Yeah. Essentially I just need to not die. So I think I'm going to just kill this. It deals damage. If I have to, I can Psycho Shark Typhoon. Less than 9 minutes remain. Ooh, I've taken a lot of time. Temple, you only have 5 cards left, friend. They come out on top. Uro, sure. You're drawing another card. Down to 4 cards. I forgot about that. Son of a bitch. I totally forgot about the fucking card, dude. This card is in the deck. They only have one. It's in the deck absolutely for these situations. I don't think there's anything I could have done. I don't think there's anything I could have done. Totally forgot about Nexus. This is one of those where I got to look back at the video to see when I learned about that Nexus, and then what I decided to do with that information. Damn. And unfortunately, that's all the time I have for this fucking video. Bruh. That is unfortunate. Where was I going next? Snapdax, I think. Cool. Oh. Thanks. It's weird, it gave me the pack before it told me. For what it's worth, I do want to say. Where's my new pet? Oh, it's just all in the same thing. Also, that's just strange. But yeah, no, this thing's not bad. This thing is meh. This thing's not bad. I should do a pet rankings video. Well, that was the video. I'd like to thank my lovely patrons, especially Zin, for continued support. If you'd like to join them supporting the show, you find links to that down in the description below. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, go and tap that like button. Add subscription to your mana pool. Cast a comment in the comment section down below. Pass the turn of the video to some of your friends. And of course, until next time, all be one.